All right. I think we might be actually live now. Before we get started, I want to make sure that audio is working. This is a totally different setup, so I'm not sure how much is working and how much is not working. So I'm just going to hang out and chat with everybody for a minute. I still need to figure out the stream key or the live chat ID so that we can do some testing. And I just got the Battler app up and kind of, I think, compiling, but definitely not working. So hello and welcome everybody. If you've never been here before, we're just going to hang out, write some code, and chat about GameDev. You said audio is weird. When you say weird, is it weird like you can't hear me? Or is it weird like I don't... Oh, the audio is clipping. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really trying to figure out... Oh, that's not good. If it sounds like an old-timey radio, that sounds terrible. Let me see what we've got here for options. Oh, the audio is too... Okay, let me turn this down. How's this sound? Let me know if this is better. If it's not, then I can always switch microphones or something. But yeah, how's this? No, it's this little clip-on mic. I haven't really used it before, and the camera's back a little bit. Okay, it's still... No idea. Let's see, lower volume. Oh, okay, same quality. Okay, it's still clipping out. Okay, let's try. I think what we'll do is switch to a different mic. Let me see if this works better. Yeah, it definitely could be the voice quality. All right, let's see. I think we should have audio that works now. Can you let me know if it's sounding okay? I can't tell if it's clipping out or what it's doing there. Is that better? It seems like occasionally it's going red. Maybe I just need to turn it down a tiny bit. How's that? Let's see if that sounds better. Oh, okay, cool. Let me just get this kind of repositioned a little bit. I don't have a good stand, but luckily this thing just kind of stands itself up. Just got to see if I can reach past the keyboard here. All right, perfect. Good. Let me just get this a little bit more comfortable, and then we'll get going. Can we talk about pretty consistent mismatch with volume of guests? Sure. Yeah, that's probably something we could figure out too. It's been low on the list of things I have thought about. Actually, something I haven't thought about at all, but probably should. All right, let's see what we can do here. So I kind of lift this up enough that I can get my arm under it. It's going to be a little bit weird, but it should work. All right, so I think that works. Yep, perfect. We got to get a better microphone stand set up there. Cool. All right, sorry, just staring into the background. I got a little distracted. All right, so yeah, today I wanted to dive back into the Battler's Code stuff and also just kind of chat with everybody about interfaces. I was putting together a video about interfaces in Unity and C#, about the positives and kind of the negatives, the good cases, the bad cases, when and where you should and shouldn't use them. So I thought it'd be fun to just chat with people about it before I finish the video. It's like halfway done right now, and I'm just going to see what everybody else is thinking. So I was kind of curious if everybody here, I guess if you're here with me live, if you use interfaces, can you just put like I guess just put a 1 in chat, and if you don't, put a 2 in there. I'm kind of curious to see. I don't know how many people are actually watching with us live or with me live, and how many people actually use interfaces. And then I want to kind of talk a little bit more about them. Let's see if I can pull up the project while we're at it, though. That one. Let's see. It's going to be... I've got to find the correct ID here. I have to figure that out. Where's the right window? Oh, that's it. Let's see. All right, I've got to get my Stream Deck moved over here so that way we can hang tight 1 second. I'm getting that figured out right now. Like I said, this whole setup is all new. I've got to figure it out and fix it. All right, cool. So now you guys can hear old man rant mode while you see what's going on. Hold on, let me take a drink real quick. I've got to get back to my train of thought here. Ah. So yeah, what I was saying was I'm not too surprised. We'll talk about UI toolkit and stuff in just a little bit. If anybody's got thoughts about it, they'll drop that in chat. There's little comments about that. But yeah, on the interfaces, I'm not too surprised that nobody said no. But I was just wondering if that's maybe because nobody wants to admit it. But then I was thinking, I remember it was probably at least 5 years of coding in C# before I learned how to use and create my own interfaces and realized when and why I would want to do that. I used them every now and then, but didn't really understand why. It took quite a while. So yeah, I mean, I was doing a bit of C# and a lot of C++ at the time, but it's still kind of yeah. It took a while, so if it takes you a while to get it, don't worry too. But now I'm kind of curious. When you guys do use interfaces, everybody can still hear me. What do you generally use them for, or what do you use them most often for in your Unity projects? I think in web projects and enterprise stuff, I run across just almost everything had multiple interfaces on it. But in games, I feel like it's a little bit different for me. I'm just kind of curious what everybody else uses them for. And I'm going to jump into the project real quick and go take a look and see if everything is working now. So let's clear data. Oh, it's looking for a... Oh, I spelled the word region wrong in the code. Let's go fix that real quick. So yeah, when I first opened this up, there was actually an error about the PSD importer. Apparently, it has been a long time since I've opened this up, but I wanted to start running it again for the giveaways that we've been doing. We were doing during the GameDev show on Fridays, and I figured if I can get it fixed tonight, then we can do a giveaway tomorrow. And it'll be a lot of cool stuff to talk about tomorrow too, because there's been all these AI announcements. There's been all the VR announcements. Apple's about to do their announcement. That won't be tomorrow. But Meta just did their stuff today, announced their Quest 3, and Nvidia had their whole conference where they showed off a bunch of stuff. I'm still trying to go through all the stuff from the Nvidia talks. There's a lot there though. It seems like there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about though. Anyway, I was just gonna finish. I'm gonna switch back. I need a second. I'm gonna have to set up a second screen here so I can see the chat. Maybe I can. I think maybe I'll roll one out. Oh, I wish that rose up. Then I could see the chat right there, right past what I'm doing. I think I might do that in a minute. So once we get going, I might move another screen out here and just kind of adjust. So I want to get this set up so that it's nice and easy to use. I can see right now it's actually doing a bunch of importing, and it's probably going to be a minute. So yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm going to grab a TV. Here, I'll turn the camera around. Everybody can join me for the excitement of me rolling something around. Hold on. first. Go to display settings and where's it at in Windows 11? Okay, let's just right click. It's got to be here, right? Okay. Yeah. Where's my my second monitor option? Oh, you know, I got to turn it on. That would make a lot more sense if I actually turn the thing on. It'll show up. Let's Alexa, turn the TV on. Oh, it's not plugged in. I have to plug it in first. Hold on. Do you think I know how to do these things? Okay. Power. Alexa, switch input to HDMI 4. Alexa, switch input to HDMI 4. If that's gonna work. Alright. We'll get this working. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. That's sort of fun. All right, there we go. Now I can get my chat up there. That's what we needed. Finally, I'll be able to see things. Okay, so let's minimize that and set up a second screen. Let's see, that's going to be probably right up a level. There we go. Now I can see them, and we'll set this to be extend. Perfect. Keep changes. And all right, switch it around and we actually start. All right, sweet. Okay, I think I'll be able to see what's going on now. There we go. And see the chat. How old are you? Yeah, 27. If only, Dave. Yeah, this is definitely not quite 27. Anyway, all right. So sorry it took so long to kind of get things set up. I just wanted to make sure that I be able to see things. It's on a laptop, so I don't have a second screen set up. I didn't really have a good way to see things. But now we've got one set up, and assuming it doesn't keep bugging out here, I'll be able to see things. Ah, cool. There we go. Yeah. All right, so let's get started with the app that I wanted to work on. Let's see if we can pop this up on screen. Oh yeah, I like this setup. This works pretty good. So this is the Battlers app, and it's just set up to be well, it was set up to be a thing where you went in and picked out different characters, and then they automatically fought, and then the winner would get a prize. And we were running this every week, basically like every Sunday, for a giveaway to give away writer licenses and some other things. And I wanted to be able to resume that, but the battler is kind of all broken because I made a couple changes to it, made some modifications to turn it into a like quiz style game, and then we never really finished any of that. So I don't know what the state of it is right now. I'm going to open it up, we'll take a look, and then see if we can fix it, make it work, and have it ready for tomorrow, and kind of dive through some of the code and stuff. Okay, so this is a version of it that it looks like was set up to run on the Tilt 5 boards. I think that's what this is. Is there a Tilt 5 controller in here? I may have ripped it out of here, but when I set it up with this big flat area, it was so I could put it on the hologram boards and have it show up and not have objects kind of rendering in the way. So I'm going to go to the dungeon one. So I think that this is the up-to-date one. There we go. That has all of the actual fight stuff. And let's take a look at it. I'm going to just press play. I have no idea what's going to happen. It might just crash. I just upgraded it to the 2022 LTS. Okay, so it seems to have started off. It's running. The console is reading stuff. Okay, maybe it is going to work. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is set up the chat reader stuff so that we can actually read YouTube chats in here and see if it works. Looking up at the chat real quick. 40. Yeah. Yeah, everybody, I'm curious, if you don't mind, everybody's talking about age. Go ahead, can you type in how old you are? I'm really curious to see what the age of everybody who is with me just watching, joining, kind of coming along coding with this stuff is. And I will tell you how old I am as soon as I figure out the math real quick. So let me see. It's that's in the 20s. Okay. 30s, 20s, 36, 50 plus. Nice. 92. I'm not sure I believe you there. 16. Sweet. Okay. Big range of ages. So I think if I'm getting my math right, I am 45 now. But I'm not completely sure. To be honest, I started losing track after I turned like 22. I kept forgetting how old I was. I forgot I was 22, thought I was still 21. And then after that, I just, it stopped being an important thing after I turned to 25 and my insurance went down. It was kind of the last time it mattered. So I kind of lost track. Luckily, it helps though, because it definitely is getting up there. All right, so let's see. So I wanted to find the code here. Let's find the system right now that reads chat. And if I remember right, there's a specific one just for that. Yeah, this battle manager has a YouTube chat reader. There it is. And that's the one. So the YouTube chat reader is, let's open up Writer. Here we go. New Writer window. Let's go. I'll switch that view up real quick. There you go. Okay, let's make this code much bigger. Oh, there's an update for the Writer package and Defender update. There's also a Copilot update too. I saw it in there. So this is the YouTube chat reader. And it's essentially all it does is read through all of the chat and then parse for anything. Here it is. So it reads through in an infinite loop, does check chat, which sends a request out to YouTube to get all of the chat from the live stream. And then it gets all of, where does it do with it? Oh, here it goes. It processes pics. So once it gets the text, it runs through the text, and then the text comes through as this live chat response. I'll take a look at it real quick. So it actually comes through as this live chat response JSON object. It's just a JavaScript serialize. If you don't know what JSON is, we'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, it comes through as a JSON object, and then just used a converter, I think, to create the class. I don't even remember how I did it. I might have just pasted it as a class. I don't know if you can still do that in Visual Studio. I know you used to be able to all the time. Anyway, so it's essentially got a list of items, though. That's the important part. And the items in them have this snippet, and the snippet has the display message. So this display message tells me what it is that you typed, and that's the message that comes through. And then there's also, if I go up a level, we've got the author details. So here I can get the display name of the person, or I get their profile image URL. Apparently there's some other cool stuff I could start playing with. But yeah, you get their stuff right here, and then you can use that. So I use that in the process picks. Where's that at? Right here, process picks. So just loop through them all, and then process them as messages. It looks like it's going into this player builder. And the code here is a little bit confusing because a couple different people worked on it with totally different code styles, and it's been modified multiple times. There's no real cohesive structure to it. But it's simple enough that it doesn't really matter. So process build from text just figures out what model they're going to use. So that's going to be the character model, like the visual one. There's like all these different characters, dragons, robots, all kinds of stuff. And then there's one for... Now I'm confused. I don't remember why model is separate from race. Well, let me take a look at this real quick. Now I'm confused. Okay, model to check. Checks against all models, and all models is model. Okay, and that's... Those are the character models. Then what are the... Hold on. This code might just be broken. Try get race to use, and then this goes through species. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit confusing. So, then this one's using scriptable objects. I have no idea why models are a separate one anymore. There's probably a good reason. I just honestly don't remember. So, hey, another question. Planning to try to make an FPS game, but don't know if I should write all C# scripts or just use an already existing template. I would say in that case, I would probably start with an already existing template, build it up, and kind of figure it out. If you want to build like a competitive multiplayer FPS, you're going to have to learn a lot of networking stuff, and you're going to have to do probably a good amount of stuff by hand. But you definitely get a big head start on it if you use one of the pre-built setups, especially if you want to do a networked one using like the photon fusion setup that they have for FPSs or something like that. Or if you just want to make I would ideally recommend you make a single player shooter first and then make a multiplayer one second. So that way you can kind of go through it the easy way and then go through it the slightly harder way. It's slightly, but it's definitely a lot harder. So yeah, I don't remember why there was a difference between models and species and class. I've lost track. Maybe there were 3 different things that you could have, or maybe one of them was disabled. Anyway, let's see if we can get this working. So to get it working, I've got to get the live chat ID, and I need to dig that up out of the YouTube API. So I've got to figure out where that is. YouTube v3 API current live chat search. Got to figure out how to get that. I can't remember what the search was to find them. Oh, no. We need to find, is it live streams? Let's see, overview. Take a look. If anybody happens to know, by the way, please let me know. David asked is still going to Amsterdam, and that's for Unite. Possibly. I'm still not completely sure. We're still trying to figure out kind of I'm still waiting on kind of some of the details and to figure out what else is going on around the same time. I think once I know all of the details for Unite, I'll have a much better idea, but it certainly would be cool. Okay, so list my streams. Let's see. Will that work? Execute. You guys can't see this part because it's got the API keys up in I was going to say Chrome, but it's in Edge. I haven't actually installed Chrome on this system, which is crazy, to me at least. All right, live streams. Is this it? Did I find it? What is this stream here? Looking through. I cannot tell. I'm gonna just copy all this. CA Control C, Notepad. That's how old I am. Go right into Notepad and let's see. I just gotta look at this text real quick. No, these are all inactive. Why are there 60? How do I find the correct one? Okay, let's see what else is going on in chat. Out bars or parameters are passed in the method. Must be set some value. Okay. Oh, so you're talking about output variables. Let me see what that is real quick. I'm kind of curious. I have no idea. Okay. Twitch has this official plugin that lets people click the screen. What? Like you can just control your screen? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe have somebody figure out how to find my freaking key. I don't know why. Uh-oh, what I hit there. Yeah, I don't know why I can't figure this out. Okay. Why does it not just show me the ones like... So live chat messages. But yeah, I have to have a live chat ID, and I don't know how to get my live chat ID anymore. Oh, I bet it's this live broadcasts. That's what I want. And then I want active. Okay, now I remember. My brain is reactivating. Sorry, everybody. Finally found it. Almost got my live chat ID, and then we'll be able to actually test this. Yeah, I want to get some, I was actually thinking about doing some streaming to Twitch and getting it all set up. I might do that in the next week or two and kind of get that all figured out. I need to figure out what kind of bots I need to set up and what other stuff I need to do for that. All right, so I've got it here. Let's see, let's hide this for just 1 second. We'll go put in that live chat ID. And then things will probably blow up, but we'll see. All right. Live chat ID is in. We'll close that hidden data file. And, oh, actually, yeah, let's just go try it out now. So let's press play here. We'll minimize this one, jump into Unity, and see what it does. All right. So it looks like... couple people have entered, so it's definitely reading something. Ah, looks like it's reading everybody's chat. Apparently this thing still partially works. All right. Jason's video on state machines helped understand. Oh, cool. Yeah, state machines are interesting. Try to keep them relatively simple though. Is this project open source? It's not open source. I'd be happy to share the code. It's just that all of the art is stuff from the asset store. I'm going to make this chat window bigger. I really like this. This setup is much better. Ah, there we go. That is so much better. Okay, so it looks like a couple people have joined in. Let me see what's working. So yeah, it looks like Jonathan knows how to play. You just pick the race and class combo that you want, and it might actually be working. Is Jonathan a lizard? Let's see. No, well, yeah, he's. I think that's the lizard guy. I don't know if he's a wizard. Oh, it is blue wizard. I bet it is. So the colors underneath. Now I'm starting to remember. The colors on the bottom show the class that you have, and then the model shows the race that you have. So it's just like whatever this graphic is here. And then the combinations have different stats. So let's go take a look at them real quick. If we go in, oh, didn't I add some windows here? Let me see. Oh, rapid icon. Hell yeah. Let's see. Alt crab. I don't know what that is. There's an alt crab option here in the menu. Oh, it's not showing up in the pop-up. That's a shame. Doesn't show up there. Let me see. Where's the? I thought there was a window here for character or for the scriptable objects, but I guess not. All right. So I think the settings are down inside this resources, battler aspects, and then there's species. Ah, here we go. So then you can look at these. So there's like lizard. If we expand it out, has +10 to maximum life and 1 life regen in combat. And then if we get on to like the Specter, has 1 attack damage and one heal on hit. So let me see. Is it actually reading everybody's characters here? Oh, where's my game view? Bam. That's what you should see. So here we go. It looks like Caesar is a bard. Is that correct? Mimic bard. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. Now, why is like so? What it's supposed to do is the camera is supposed to do like a fly-in on people. So somebody new joined. Okay, yeah, I didn't do a fly-in on you. So let's see why that's not working. Is it which camera is it that's active? Is it this one? Huh. Target. We got the target group here. That's got the battles. Let me find that code. There's some code that's supposed to make it so that whoever jumps in most recently or does an update gets shown. I want to see if I can figure that part out and fix that. So that would be somewhere in the player builder, probably firing off an event or something. Action log text. It just says a player got something happened. Blah, blah, blah. Updates. Nope. Let's search for camera stuff. Let's see. I just searched for the word camera here. We'll be able to find it, I'm sure. So battler target camera. That's what we're thinking, or that's what I was thinking. Okay, so if anybody joined a battle, it calls add battler, and I'm guessing that is supposed to add them as a target. Okay, and then targets.add all of the battlers. Let me see. I'm curious if this is actually getting called. Let's put a breakpoint right here. We'll do an attach. Oops, I don't know. I shrunk that window. And then let's see. As soon as somebody joins, as soon as somebody new picks a race and class, if it did work, we should get that callback. I'm guessing I'm not going to though, and it's just not going to break. So battler, any joined battle. Let's see what actually fires this off, because that's probably just not being called, is my guess. So here's the any joined battle gets invoked by initialize on a battler. Okay. And this is called by, oh no. So this gets called when they join a battle. That's not going to work. That's only when somebody gets added to a battle. That's not the right camera. Okay. So let's go back. Oops. So what that camera was for is when everybody's in a battle. Here, let's switch over and show it. When everybody's in a battle, when I actually hit start here, let's find the window. It adds the people to the target group here. You'll see that they'll get added right here, I think. Yeah, all of their heads get added to the target group, and then that is what's supposed to be showing up. But it doesn't seem like that. Yeah, this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and then it does the switch like that. So that's not the one that I was looking for. Let's let that run for a second. And then I'm going to switch back over to the code and see if we can find the correct spot, because I want it to do the highlight of people when they come in. So that must not be the joined battle, which I guess makes sense. Any joined battle isn't, we want any joined game. If I'd looked at my events, that would have been pretty obvious. All right, so Shift F12, find all the references, and we can see that it's invoked right here at start of a battler. Oh, why was that not called? That seems like that should have been called. Oh, I wonder if this is bugged out or something. Here. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop playing, and then we'll start playing again, and this is immediately going to break. So we'll do a stop. Here, let's switch it over so you can see. Whoop. Stop. And start. And then we should be immediately, yep, at our breakpoint here. And, oh, this is a different breakpoint, not the one I was looking for. Removing, updating, but okay, where are all these breakpoints from? Let's delete all those. Now, I probably have to hit start again. I don't think it actually did it. Stop and start, there we go. And there we go, now I'm getting the start. So player data is not null, and the battler species is not null. So if I F10 over, any joined game should be invoking. All battlers, oh, you know, so this is adding the battler, but it's not, oh, this is for the counter. Got it. So on the battler being added, we're not doing a fly through. So let's see if we can figure that out. I'm gonna remove all these. Actually, let's just stop debugging. Okay, let's take a look. So whenever anyone joins the game, let's find where this is registered for. Species and class counter only. Okay, so on the any joined battle, we do that camera view. I've got to see, there must be something. I swear there was something in here for this, so I just want to make sure that I don't re-add something that already exists. Oh, you know what? Because it's not just on joined game. I want it whenever they change. Whenever their data changes, I think. So let's see. Where do we add a new battler? That's going to be in the player builder. We'll figure this out. Just started looking up at chat real quick. All right, cool. Make sure nothing super important. Okay, so we get a model, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, process, build from text, and then get or add player. I think this might be the method that I'm thinking of. Ooh, I don't like this at all. This is really ugly. It's instantiating a player and doing nothing with it. What does this get method do? So it creates one if one doesn't exist. Okay. But then we don't do anything with it. And then what does battle manager add to contest do? It adds a, oh, update a sideline. That's what I'm thinking of. I think this sideline was the thing that, Let's take a look at this. The sideline is where, oh, it's where the players were, but no, this isn't showing them. Okay. So what all does the sideline do again? Let's take a look. I think it just had the places, the positions for it. Yeah. You just bound it to the queue of players. Okay. Sorry, I zoom that back in. I had to zoom it out so I could see the whole thing all at once. Okay, so after we add them to contest, cost players.add, and then update. Let me make sure. Does add to contest get called every time? So get or add player does call add to contest every time. Okay, so even if it get called again, is players a hash set? No. Ooh, this is a So, yeah, this looking up at chat again. Yeah, this is something I haven't seen in a while. So get or add a player. It's actually called from a shitload of places too. Where's this called from? Oh, okay. So all of these ones get or add a player, and then they set things on the player. Set pledge, set class. Okay, these don't really do much to it. And then that player data. What is the? How does that player data work? Does it have an event on it for when something changes? No. Okay. So I think right here, say, that is, wait, what? If selected model or class spec is not equal to null. Oh, selected model is a bool. I was thinking it was a, the selected model. Let's rename that. Has selected model, so that way I don't get confused again. Okay. So I think what I want to do here is just show the player that has changed most recently. First, though, I think let's do a quick build. I'm gonna do a test run through though. I want to see how the fight works before I'm going in and make a change. So now I'm kind of getting an idea of where things are. I think we can do that. Let's go into the battlers window. There we go. And press play. It should just kind of go back through the past chat and grab everybody's picks. Looks like we've got them all. Let's do a full screen here. Game view. We'll do play maximized. Bam. All right. Turn off help and press start. All right. I'm going to read through chat real quick while this runs. See what happens. And then we'll see if there are any bugs before I fix up the cameras and stuff. Maybe it's just going to mostly work. That would be a nice surprise, I guess. We've got lots of characters fighting. Let's see what's going on in chat. Oh, glad. I'm like, glad to see like the last GameDev show. I was actually trying to play some Zelda yesterday and the day before, but it kept running into problems, so I haven't gotten around to it, but it's still on my short list. All right, so people are dying off. Got one left. See, it should probably cut down to just the people that are alive, or just the people that are fighting. All right, so those guys, fight ended, they run off, and the next group comes down. So far, so good. I mean, it seems like it's just kind of it's just working. We got a lot of assassins. Only one paladin. The text color on the hit points or the health bars, I don't think is working very well. The yellow with white. I wonder if I can. Oh, we'll do a quick change to that afterwards. So let's watch it. I want to watch it all the way through one fight real quick just to make sure that it works, and then we'll do some changes there. And then also fix that camera, I guess. Oh, yeah, it would be very cool to see Salim on. Salim was actually, I was talking to him at Disneyland a couple weeks ago, and he really wanted us to do some shows on Sunday so he could join. See, just the timing for the Friday just doesn't work now that with his new schedule. So maybe we'll do like something special, just do a game design show episode just with Salim, or just Salim and design related stuff. So, whoever wants to talk about design stuff, that could be fun. It would be nice if he could just come on every Friday though. let's see. Everybody's battling. Huh. Let's see what. There's no real winners right now. It looks like a lot of assassins died. I don't know how many of the other things there were, but I know there were a lot of assassins. There was one paladin before, and there's still one now. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna run again. You'll get another chance to fight in a minute. So we'll go through it again a couple more times. I want to get this thing tuned up and ready to go for tomorrow. All right, there they go. Actually, I might grab some of the characters to put in some new characters from some of the stuff I grabbed from the sale. Update them. There's some robots that I got that I really want to use. I don't know if they'll fit right in the scene, but I still want to use them. Yeah, I'll send you the code. If you want the code, send me an email and I'll send it over to you. I'll just zip up the scripts folder. The problem is just all the art assets. If they were in like a nice, easy to replicate folder structure, it'd probably make more sense and be easy to just replace them and get it working. Oh, send me another email if you sent it before today, because I want to make sure that I don't miss it. If you just sent it a little while ago, then cool. I'll check it after. All right, we got 4 people left. Three to go. I like how the death animation played and then it just went back into a taunt and then poofed. Is that what they all do? No, oh no, there's... Yeah, apparently that's what they all do. They do the death, taunt, poof, instead of death and just disappear. All right, so it looks like we're down to the last 2. Let these 2 fight out real quick. Oh, this is going to be a quick fight. Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. It looks like it actually worked. I am very shocked. Let's pause real quick and check. For errors, nothing in the error log. Lots of warnings. What are these warnings about? Something about a character in a message. Oh, okay. Some Unicode stuff. That's fine. Just letting me know that it's cleaning stuff up. Cool. Okay, well, that was way better than I expected. So let's go fix the health bar real quick, and then I want to dive into the camera. The health bar is just, I think, one of the easiest things to do. Is that right here? Bar? Is that this? No, I'm going to say no. Let's go to 2D. Is that what it's using? It doesn't look that color. Oh, I think this is the fancy bar that Story set up, but I don't think it ever got actually hooked all the way up to the character. Where's the prefab? Probably in a different prefabs folder. Yeah, there we go. Gotta kind of rearrange the stuff. I don't want to break anything though, so... Oh, I'm in the totally wrong folder. Hold on. That's the one I was looking for. There we go. Battler. Bam. Okay. So let's take a look at the Battler and the health bar. Where is that set up now? I don't actually remember. Is that referenced here? Is it set up as a child object? How is this put together? Oh, that's the mesh thing. Health bar. Ah, it's right here. Literally sitting in front of my face. All right. Go to 2D mode. I can't see it. Why am I not seeing the health bar? Something's making it not show. Ah, alpha 0. That could be it, right? Okay, so there we go. That gets our health bar up, and it looks like it is set to green with white. So what the heck is turning it yellow, huh? Okay, this fill, green and red. Yeah, Interesting. Is that the same? Maybe there's 2 health bars. Let's see. Let's double check. I don't see a second one on here. So what is making this sucker turn green? Let's see. There's a script right here. It's got a flash color and minimum value. A bar. Nothing in here is setting the color. Oh, set colors. Oh, here we go. Now, where is this called from? Battler, health bar, on player change. Player color 1 and this is confusing. Player color 1 and player color 2. Okay. And where do these come from? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Search, and player color 1 is hard-coded to yellow, and so they're yellow and red. I have no idea why. Or why it's like 12 layers deep here. This is maybe they used to be variable based on oh, you know, I think they might have been variable based on the like race and class, and that was the indicator for it. Let's just make it green. And let's go green and blue. I don't know if there's anything using that color too. Let's take a look. Oh, hey, thanks, Mr. Bubbles. Just saw the super chat. All right, let's go back and try this out. Okay. Go back out and press play. Our prefab should be updated. I really like prefab edit mode. It's definitely nice. All right, and we press play or start. Let's see if the health bars look how I expect them to. Or I guess to see if they do anything with blue. If it's just green. Oh, okay, the blue is like that little flash. So yeah, maybe I'll do green and red. I don't know. Let me see. What's a color that looks good? Anybody got recommendations for the color? I'm thinking just like a slightly darker green than this. Is it that right here? So yeah, I'm thinking maybe something like can't even get it to show up here. Like that? Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll, and then I could do like a make the text a little bit bigger and brighter. I don't know. I want it to show up better. Blue and red, and it looks okay. Oh, we could try. Let me try blue. Let me try blue and red real quick and see how that looks. That might be better because I just need something that the white shows really good. That the white shows up really good against. And I might just need to also change the font there too. Maybe make it something. Change the height of the health bar. Yeah, I think I might have to do that too. Not a bad idea. That's good. I kind of, yeah, I'm going to hit play first. I'll test it with blue, and then I'll change the heights. That way my perspective's not totally skewed. Here we go. Speed things up. There we go. Oh, yeah, that is way better. That's not even close. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know if I need to make it bigger. I can see the numbers. Can everybody see the numbers, or are they too small? Just let me know. I guess if they're good, say good. If they're too small, just say small and let me know in chat. If everybody thinks they're too small, I'll make them bigger. If everybody thinks they're good, I'll just leave them the same size. Great now, okay. Yeah, you're a paladin now. Oh, yeah. Pick your race and class. When I replay, it's going to pick the next set. Okay, looks like everybody's thinking it's good. Why am I a rat? I'm not sure. Did you pick rat? You have to pick a different one. The font could be better. Yeah, let's take a look at the font options real quick. Let's go see what we could do for font. So go back into the Battler window. Let's go find that text value. Text right here. There it is. So it looks like it's just on the default Text Mesh Pro font. Oh, I don't even have the example fonts installed. Wow. Okay. Let's go install this real quick. So go to Text Mesh Pro, import examples and extras. And we'll import this and get all of the other fonts. Wait, how do I not? I must have other fonts installed there because that one's a different font. Why didn't it show up in the or in the list here? Is that left this right here? What font is this? Oh, what? That's that Liberation Sands too? Oh, okay. Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. It looks much better there, I guess, with the outline. The outline. I wonder what the... Let's go to the value one here. If I change this to be the outline one, does it always look that nice? Huh. I'm going to try it with that, and then I'll try changing the font, because maybe I don't even need a different font. If you guys have a recommendation for a font, though, let me know. All right, here we go. Yeah, it definitely looks a whole lot more readable at the very least. Nice. All right, now I want to fix the camera stuff. So let's just go commit these changes real quick. Now I gotta remember what I just changed. Oh, modified the health bar and something else. What did I change in player builder? Let's do a diff real quick. I actually don't remember what I changed here. Oh, I renamed that variable. Yeah, okay. So it was just a little bit of cleanup. Health bar, font, and player builder code to be easier for me to understand. And we'll check that in real quick before I keep going. All right, so what I wanted to do with this next was get the characters showing up when somebody joins in. So when somebody comes in and something gets changed, I want it to kind of highlight them. And let me see what we've got here for that. I think there's a system for controlling the camera, but I don't remember what it was. So you've got two VCams, VCam 1 and 2. Camera transition, camera switch. What does this one do? It says it's been a long time since I played with this. Okay, this just switches the cameras when you hit space. You can't see it because I didn't switch over, but there was nothing worth seeing there. Where's the part? I'm trying to figure out what's got references to the camera real quick. Way, way, way too long. Okay, the main camera, what's that? It's got something on it. Just a Cinemachine brain. Makes sense. And then there's something that's controlling all of our VCams. Battler target camera on VCam 1 and VCam 2 is just a static camera. Okay, so I think, do we have a dolly in here? No. Okay. Let's take a look at battler target camera again. So on any joined battle, it adds them. On any removed, it removes them. Let's switch so you guys can see that. See here, it just adds, it registers for joining and leaving, and then targets them. Okay, so I think what I'll do is just make a new camera and do a like a sideline camera that focuses on a player whenever they get updated. So something like that. So we'll go down below. Let's just start writing a new script. Public class, sideline camera, mono behavior. And then I want this to just kind of like take a queue of people and then show those people as long as this thing has priority. So say public void add battler to queue. And we'll just take a battler, name battler, and then put him into a queue. Queue.enqueue, and yeah, we'll add the battler. Generate a field for that. Make this a queue of battlers. So nothing exciting at all yet. And then let's see. What do you want to do here? I'm going to call this whenever a battler changes their state or like picks something different. So I think that's, I figure out where that's going to be. And then I want to, in this thing's update, if I still have battlers to show, we'll just switch them over to be the target. Okay, so yeah, let's add a Cinemachine virtual camera. So that virtual camera, there we go. I'll call this VCam. Or yeah, that's good. And then I want to make that serialized. So do serialized field. And then in the update, let's kick off. When do I want to do this routine? Let me think. Let's do this in an update. I think that's the way I want to do this. So add an update. I'm trying to decide if I want to do an update or a coroutine. And in here we'll say if is time to pick next, then we'll pick next. And that's it. So we'll generate a method for this. And this will just return true if the current time is greater than or equal to pick or next pick time. Let's call it that. And this is just going to be the next person in line, the next one in the queue. We'll generate a field for that. And then in the pick next, I don't really like the names of these, so I'll probably rename them. But in this one, we'll just dequeue from the queue. Get that battler. Say var battler equals that. Oh, and here let's do a next pick time equals time dot time plus, I don't know. Let's give it a variable amount of time. Show 4 seconds. It's how long we'll show the player for. And we'll make a field. Oh, I should have made that a serialized field. Let's do that serialized field. And we'll give it a value of, oh, maybe like 5. Where it can show up for 5 seconds. All right, so that's going to get me the battler. The next thing I'm going to do is just add that as the VCam's target. So say VCam dot look at equals battler dot transform and VCam dot follow equals battler dot transform. And we can do some smoothing or something with this later, but for now I just want to kind of snap this on and have it kind of follow that character. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, ha! There's already a sideline camera. Oh, okay. I should have known. That's nice. So the thing I was just trying to create already exists. Perfect. Okay. Let's just go down here and pretend we didn't do that. We'll just do I'm going to comment this out just in case I want to look at that again and go find my sideline camera. That's what I was looking for. Okay, perfect. So how does this sucker work and why is it not in our game? Okay. Let's go back into here. Do I have a sideline camera? Oh, that is great. I'm not surprised at all that I did that, by the way. Okay, so it's not here as a child of the sideline. And I'm just going to double check. Sideline camera. Okay. Making sure I'm not crazy. I just don't have one in my scene. Got it. Okay, so let's take a look at how this thing works real quick. I just had to look back in the Unity view for a second to see. So the sideline camera works. It's got an awake method that looks for a virtual camera, so it needs to be on a camera, and then it has a tracked dolly. So it wants to be on a dolly camera. And then in the awake, in the update, it does kind of a lazy grabbing of all the battlers, and then figures out the next one to look at. Okay. And just looping through showing them all. Interesting. So wait, does this one just show everybody? So it gets the battlers sorted. This is terribly inefficient. So every frame it grabs them all, orders them by the distance to the camera, and then shows them. Oh, I remember what this was doing. It was going around and showing each person. and then continuing on. Okay, so this is kind of what I wanted, but not really. So actually, I'm glad I didn't completely remove this. So let's, I'm going to undo my changes here. I'm going to rename this. Instead of it being sideline camera, I'm going to call this last updated battler camera. This is just going to show the last updated battler. Let's move it to a new class, or a new file. Okay, getting myself mixed up here. That's a very good point. It's got the asset usages right here. It's on the dolly camera of my backup arena. so I did have it in there as a part of one in the backup of an old one. Okay, that would make sense. Let's go take a real quick look at that. See what that backup. I don't remember what the backup arena was, or why it exists. Whoops. Dragging things around accidentally. Let's see. Let's hit play on this one. I don't know. Oh, this is a much older version. Okay. I can kind of see everybody there. Hit start. I don't think this one's going to work. Okay. Cool. I just wanted to check out what that was real quick. All right, let's go back into the battle dungeon and get this camera working. So I want to get the last updated battler camera to just show whoever that player is. So I'm going to need to add a VCam to it, and then we're going to need to add battlers to the queue. And then we also need to make sure that when there's nobody left to pick, we just return back out false. So in the is time to pick next, I'm going to do a check here, say if q.any is equal to false, just return false. So it'll just not give us anything if there's nothing in that queue. Or not try to pick something and then give an exception. Then we'll add a battler to the queue, and we're going to do that. I think there was the part in the player builder that does some stuff here. So we set stuff, player builder, process build from text. Maybe we'll just do it right here. So we'll go find, I'm just going to do find object to type. I don't care. We'll find the last updated battler camera. And we don't want to update camera. We want to add battler to queue. And we're going to add in our battler, which is, where do we have a reference to that battler object? We have the player data. Ooh, that's a good question. Where's the battler? Where does it get created? This is very, very confusing and convoluted now. Battle manager, add to contest. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is definitely deserves just a fresh rewrite. It could be drastically less complicated. It's definitely way more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, so get the player data. But where the hell is the the actual battler object? Okay, wait. Yeah. Oh, it's right here, but we don't do anything with it. Okay, so get or add the player, gets it right here, and does nothing to it. So all of these are calling it. You know, I think I'm going to be really lazy. I mean, the code already is, oh, it's already there. Never mind. There's already a battler on the player. Okay. The player data already has the battler on it. I was thinking like, oh, I'm going to be lazy and just add it there. But if I just do player data, Okay, I might have to be up inside the braces here. Ah, shit. Let's see. I'm going to clean this up real quick. So let's take player data and move it. It's, if you see here, it's getting recalled like all of these times and then just reused for different stuff. Let's just call it once up here. Clean this up, clean this up, clean this up, and then we can, yeah, we can actually delete a lot here. Yeah, this is going to be a lot better. Okay. Get rid of all that extra junk that didn't need to be there. And here, same thing. Got a whole extra call to it and just a different way for doing it. Paste that in. Okay, so now we've got the player data all the way down. I don't need to get it here as well. That's so much stuff. Okay, what was this? This was showing literally the same thing. Okay, so we can delete both of those lines. X, 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 X. Okay, that is drastically better. Okay, so now we'll add the player data dot battler here, and then it should get, let's see, can I do a build real quick? It should get dropped in as into this queue and then shown as the next thing to be visible. So let's do that. Right now I'm gonna just let it be manually controlled for a moment. So we'll add our vcam. Let's take we'll just take vcam 2, duplicate it, and I'm gonna call this the, what did I call that class again? Oh, where's my vcam? I think I just undid my creation of it. I called it the last updated battler camera. So I'm gonna copy that and just put that in there, make it nice and easy so I don't forget which camera is which again. All right, CMVCam2 is gonna change to be last updated battler camera, and it's gonna have the last updated battler camera component. I'm just gonna drag the vcam right on there, and then let's put this into debug mode so we can see the oh, it's still not gonna show me it because it's a queue. Okay, let's go into here, and in the in queue I'm gonna say player list equals queue.toList. There we go. And it'll generate a field, and this is just going to be a public list of battlers, or I don't have Odin installed. We'll just make it public. I was gonna just, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just thinking out loud. Okay, so I got my player list, and then here when we DQ, we'll do the same thing. So now we can actually see the player list in here without being in debug mode. So we switch back out. Oh yeah, that is a good point Alex made. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you haven't hit it yet. All right, let's play and check it out. Okay, so we've got it running now. There's 24 battlers in here, and it looks like it's trying to show people. I'm going to turn this off of maximize. Let's put this on play focused and play, and we can see there are, oh, it wants to show people multiple times because they were processed multiple times. Oh, you know what? Why did I call that one? Oh, where's that code? What is this one? So time to start shows that somebody entered the arena. It's adding them. I'm just trying to figure out where that's what's moving the camera now? I feel like I'm still duplicating code. Like there's still something let's play again. Something's I'm doing something stupid and I want to make sure that I don't. Okay, so there's my vcam. Bam, there goes another one. Which camera is that? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Why did it stop? Oops, let's see, where are my virtual cameras? Okay. So look at this one. Got these two that I knew about. That one is my new one, and what's this round cam? Oh, there's battle cam and round cam. I don't remember what these. Okay, I don't think those do anything. Okay, what was? Okay, I've got to figure this out. So. Okay, where's my camera? Let's go to the camera brain real quick. Oh, my last updated Battler camera is working. Oh, that's why I'm getting confused. Okay, let's see. I thought it was just automatically working from some existing code. I just didn't realize that I'm dumb and I had, this is just already actually active and working. Okay, so let's set up some slightly different distances. Let's go with like a 0.5 and a 2. Let's see where this camera is. I'm not seeing it. It seems like it's looking at this character, but from a very wrong direction. I'm trying to figure out why that is. So it's got Aaron. Oh, okay. So it's looking at his feet. And let's go like 5 and 5. Okay, let's see. How's that? So now it shows them. Bam, there we go. That is looking better. So we're looking at about a 5 and a 5 here. The transition speed is a little bit fast, but I think it's okay. And now it's going to show all of the people who've been updated. Okay, cool. So let's fix that. We'll go 5 and 5. And then I want to go to, what was I thinking? There was something else I was going to just add in there. I just had it 2 seconds ago. Anybody remember what I was just thinking? Oh, sorry. Yes, I was expecting you to be able to see the scene. There it is. Bam. Okay. So here we go. I got the camera set up. Let's try it now. I'm just talking to myself. Typical. All right. So now you guys can see it, and it should be focusing all of the people as soon as they make changes. When you make a change, you should appear here in the list as another person. So you see like right down here. So somebody just choose a different race and class and see if you pop up down at the bottom. You should show up as like item number 70 or whatever. Yep, I see the scene. Berserker Snake from Aaron. That looks like the last one on there. Oh, and then Lem's message. So you showed up last. Cool. Looks like we got 2 more people should be showing up in a second. So we got Zap and... Oh, maybe Zap is not in as a character. Oh, no, never mind. There it goes. There's the message. Just got them out of order. Cool. So now it's putting everybody in and then queuing them up based on when they say something. So everybody that says something will show up. Let's change this time down to like 1 second. I'm curious what that's going to be like. It's going to bounce around everybody. That's a way too fast. Let's take a look at this. No, I want to change the there's in the brain. I can never remember where that thing is. There's my brain. Isn't there a... Yeah. Oh, wait, because I'm not switching cameras. That's not going to help much. I don't think that's going to help at all. Yeah, I can't change it here. That's when I blend between 2 cameras. Yeah, it's really fast. Okay, let's do a real quick update to the code so that that goes slower and that it stops when we start the game. Because right now, when I start the game, it's just going to keep going and bouncing around to all the different players. See, it's going to, yeah, it's going down and grabbing the players that are walking, but that's not what we want. What I want is for it to switch over. So let's switch back to code for a moment. And then in here, what I'll do is just add in two VCams. So we'll have a battler target camera and no, that's not it. Last updated battler camera, and this has a VCam. We'll just add a second VCam. VCam 2. Let's rename this one to VCam 1. We're just going to have two of them, so we're not going to do anything more complicated. Let me think. Yeah, I'm just double checking that's how I want to do it. So I think I'll move this up to a parent object. So we got VCam 1 and VCam 2. Let's go find VCam 1. This will be a really easy swap. So when we pick the next one, we'll say current VCam equals, and then we'll get the if current VCam, yeah, there we go. Bam. It's just going to automatically switch us between the two VCams. Look at that. Gotta love AI just generating stuff for me. So that's going to switch between the two VCams, and then we'll say that the VCam that is the current one is the one that we're going to set this stuff to. And then we will set that VCam's priority higher. So say VCam.priority equals 11, and then the other VCam priority, that's the other VCam equals, and watch that, bam, it's going to give us the other one. Okay, let's not keep that though. Say var other cam equals that, and we'll set the other VCam, or actually, you know, I can probably do this. I'm just going to do it. So I was thinking we could set the other VCam by using this current VCam up above, but then if it's not set yet, it's not already initialized, we don't really have a default value for it. So I'm just going to switch it like that. In fact, we probably don't need to cache and keep this current VCam. Oh yeah, no, we do, because we need to look at it next time we switch cams. So that should switch between the two, add the battler, and then allow the transition to happen, but we need to go set it up in Unity. So go back over to the battlers view, and we'll go find that VCam, last updated battler camera. I'm going to give it an empty parent. There we go. Take the script on it, the last updated battler one that's down here, kind of I think it might be right below my head. Let me move my big ass head out of the way. Let's see. Can I do that? I mean, I can, but can I do it without clicking on the wrong thing too many times? There we go. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So take that last updated battler script now. There it is. And move it up one level. I'm going to copy the name of this object all the way up before the camera and paste it. And then add cameras with a cap or plural, or just kind of pluralize it. And then I'll duplicate this, and let's call this camera 1 and camera, or 1 and 2. So I'll call this last updated camera 1 and last updated battler camera 2. And maybe I should do this in Cinemachine 3 next time. Do a quick update to use the latest version. All right, so let's go add in the two cameras, 1 and 2. We'll save and play. And I think if I didn't miss anything, that should work to just switch between them. So we get a new player, we get another player, we get the next player, we get the next player, and the next one, and so on. So I think I want to change the text now that's showing that they entered the arena too. Let's get that so that it's updated. So where's that at? Let's see, entered the arena. So that's right here in the time to start set text. Where's time to start? Let's find references on that. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's a a text object. Oh, that's like the countdown text object for yeah, I don't particularly like that. Let me think. Maybe instead of doing that there, well, I want that to still fire off, but I want that to be around when this shows up, so that it kind of shows the name of the battler when it highlights them instead. I don't know that I necessarily want to share that text object, but I'm just gonna do it for now, and then I'll figure out. I think maybe I'll end up creating a new text object. Let's call this. I'm gonna actually leave the name so that I don't forget that it's reused, and can clean that up. So there we go. We'll use the battler dot. Do we have a name? Player name. There we go. Battler dot player name is ready. I'm just gonna, I don't know, make something up. And then here we'll make our time to start, make that a serialized field, and it's gonna be a TMP text. And like I said, I think I'll just change that into something else, like a different reference. I'll just make it work first. All right, we'll go into the canvas. Somebody said I look tired. I thank you. I kind of am. I'm always tired though. I was up all night with well, not all night. I was up a lot with a baby last night. And I shouldn't say I was up. Really, my wife was up with a baby last night, and I was occasionally getting kicked in the head, so I didn't sleep that great. And I'm terrible with not getting sleep. So let's see. Existing UI. We've got, where's that text object? What was that? I want to find out. Where was that code? God, I really want to update this thing. Clean this out. So that was on the battle manager. If I go find my battle manager, bam, right here. It probably has a reference to it. Time to start text. There it is. That's the text that I'm looking for. So I'm going to assign that. Ew. This is really ugly. It'll be fine. Still feels really, really ugly though. All right, let's hit play. All right. Now it says that people are ready. Now let's make it show their race class combos real quick. Is ready is kind of stupid. And let's say battler.species aspect.name. Oh no, display name. Yeah, ooh, we do that in the colors too. So battler.species aspect.color. There we go. It's getting a little ugly, getting a little long, but that's okay. /color. And then we'll do a battler dot class aspect dot display name. And I may as well do that in the color as well. So let's copy a color. Just got to make sure that I get the correct aspect, the class aspect. And then finally finish it off with a /color. Cool. All right, so get that running. You know what I've noticed in here? There are really no interfaces. No, I'm not really seeing any interfaces. So we're talking about it. Oh, wait. Okay, the color did not work. What is the... How is the display colors stored in here? Oh, okay. It's just as a color. Let's do Shift F12. For some reason, I was thinking it was a color as text. There's a way to easily do that, though. It's let's find it real quick. 2 hex string. That's what I was looking for. This little line right there. So I just need to copy a 2 hex string in there. Whoops. And I think that is gonna, if I remember right, fix that right up. So we got the color right here and the color right here. So here, let me switch screens so you can see it. There. So this is the part I needed to put in. So the display colors are not set up as using hex string, so they weren't showing. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Oh, wrong window. Whoopsie. What have I done? Let's shrink me down. Sorry, I hit the wrong key. Ah! Now I made myself look weird. There we go. Gotta hold the right stuff down. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Let's try it out. I'm gonna jump back over. Press play. And let's get Unity open so you guys can see Unity. Bam! There we go. Oh man, that's still missing the numbers. So the text is missing right there. It's the number sign. Let me show it real quick. Switch back over. I missed the hashtag or number sign. Let's copy that and go back one more time. So that's just in the last updated Battler camera. Color equals, bam, put it right there. And then there's one more spot right here. Color equals and paste it in. Okay, now I think I finally got it right. Let's jump in, stop playing and play again. Hopefully it works. All right, I got rat assassins. Lots of rat assassins. Okay, cool. A beholder assassin. All right, it looks like it's working. I'm not seeing the... Oh, there's no colors on the races. That's why. Or the species. There we go. Look at that. It's actually working. So the last thing I want to do is make it so that if people are in multiple times, they don't show up like over and over. You can see like people that have sent multiple messages, they're just going to keep showing up over and over and over for each message. So I just want to make sure that if they're already in the list, I just don't add them. So let's go back over. The easiest way to do that, I'll probably just do a quick contains check. So in the queuing part, when we add a battler to the queue, we'll just say if queue.contains battler, then return. Still not super efficient because it's gonna loop through the whole queue. It doesn't matter though. The size of this data is always going to be tiny. If it ever gets to the point where there's like 10,000 people in here and I need to improve the performance of that, I'll do it. But until then, contains will work just fine. All right, there we go. Now we can see there's only 30 people in the chat. And getting lots of messages showing up. Perfect. So yeah, if you're here, please jump in and join now. Let's see. I have no idea how many people are actually here with us. If everybody in chat has joined. Nice. All right. I'm gonna share the right window again. Probably nobody in here because I can't share the correct window ever. All right, yeah, so go ahead and just pick the race and class. Let's see if it works. And then we'll run this tomorrow and run it, and we'll actually do a giveaway during the show. We're just going to kick off, and I don't know what we'll give away, but do something cool. Maybe some assets or some other stuff, some hoodies or something, I don't know. Got lots of people joining in. You can see the queue. I'm going to set this timer down, so it's going to go pretty quick. I'll set it down to 2 seconds instead of 5. We're going to watch people joining. Bam, it's going to go fast. And as people chat, it should start showing them. Let's see. Let's maximize this. I can never remember what the hotkey is to maximize. Anybody remember what that one is? All right, right, cool. Well, while this is running, I think I'll probably stop writing code or just do some testing, unless something goes terribly wrong, and we'll fix it. Whoa, okay. I guess some people are way off screen. I don't know what caused that as an interesting spawn point. Anyway, yeah. What? Okay, let's. Well, let me see what's going on there, because that's gonna make me dizzy. Okay, we got some battlers somewhere way off in the sky. Who is way out there and why? You're gonna have to fix this real quick, because that will definitely drive me nuts. Okay, let's find him. I'm guessing it's near the end. Maybe it ran out of spots, or the other spots are in some stupid spot. Yeah, these players. Why are they off? Oh, no, they're not at zeros. Where are they? I have no idea why they're... Oh, no, these guys are fine. So, power core. Hey, Corvallis. So, it looks like once we got up to some number of them. So, where are my spawn points? I think I ran out of them. And when I ran out of them, for some reason it started using crazy spots way off in the distance. So let's just add a couple more. So let's find the close spots. Let's find the ones that are up here. It's gonna be like these spots, and then I'm gonna duplicate it, and we'll just make a kind of a line of them here. So I'm gonna move this out to be in, well, actually no, I gotta leave it in here. And we'll duplicate. I'm just gonna make a couple, actually no, I don't want to do it that way. I was thinking I would do them in a linear split, but I don't have them parented in a way that's going to deal with that. And I don't remember how it grabs children. So it grabs children. Nice. Oh, okay. Let's move this guy in just a little bit. And then I'm going to grab the last 4 or so and duplicate all of those. God, it's very unforgiving on a laptop. I don't know how anybody works on just a laptop. I know some of you do, but I think you're probably nuts, because this is very difficult. Okay, let's duplicate all those. Does anybody here actually just work on a laptop? I'm curious now. Am I crazy saying that? Does anybody here work on a laptop, or you all work on a desktop because you do game development and that's the only way to do game dev? Adding lots of extra spawn points, just duplicating this one. Need a screen and a keyboard? Yeah, I feel like it would be helpful for me. All right, let's see. So here we go. I've added a bunch more spawn points. Probably not enough. I might need to add more before the show, because we may have 100 plus people join for that one. But yeah, I probably should just plug in a mouse here. It's just, I didn't yet. I'm using this trackpad, and it is definitely rough. Okay, I'm going to turn up the speed of this camera. We'll do a quick preview, and then we'll just chat for a few. Where's that at? Camera speed. Let's put this to 2.5 and resume. All right. Cool. Don't work on a laptop, but I have, and what again? No big deal. Yeah, the hard part for me is really just the it's dealing with the trackpad. If I had just a mouse set up, it'd be drastically easier. But going trackpad and trying to right click and move around is a bit difficult. Yeah, these movements are going to get bigger and bigger as it goes back and forth. All right, let's let people join. So as you join and change your class and stuff, it should switch over to you. So I think I've got the times fast enough that it's going to catch up to chat pretty quick. Let me see. Yeah, 16 messages. I'm going to speed it up even more. Let's put it down to 1 second. So that way, even if people chat, it can't catch. It'll get ahead really quick. And then we should just start to see it kind of line up with what we see in chat as soon as it catches up. All right, so there we go. It's all caught up. And now I'm just watching and waiting. Last thing I saw was TJ become a rat knight. And that's what I'm seeing here. Although the problem with rat knight is that knight and rat are both the same. All right, so Manning family got selected, and then you're stuck the hero horn. So I'm reading the chat. So right now we are just getting this thing ready for tomorrow to do the game dev show, and I wanted to run the giveaway again that we've done quite a few times. We just run it. All you have to do to enter is pick a race and a class, and then we kick the battle off, and everybody does a kind of a last man standing fight to the death. Right now it's 1-on-1. We'll fight in 1 second. So everybody, if you want to change your race and class, go ahead and pick them now. I'm going to start the battle. We'll start it in like a minute. So Sunflower actually, I think, is a race. The UI there, I think, might be outdated. Or, wait. Sunflower used to be a race. Maybe it's missing. It might just be missing, but maybe it's just nobody picked it. Yeah, I don't know. There were sunflowers here. If they're not, then we'll have to get them back. So yeah, you can see some of the options up above though. There were five. I think that I lost some of the changes and things that I'd added, and then I don't know what happened to them. Actually, they're probably on a completely different laptop that I totally forgot about. Now that I think about it, it's been too long. All right. Oh no, that position is still unacceptable. But we'll start the battle, and that should get rid of the problem. Hopefully, those characters will come down to fight. Okay. Oh, I got to turn off. I did not turn this thing off so that it actually stops showing when the fight starts. So I got to manually turn that off. Got to add that into the code, I guess. Okay, here we go. Here's the battle. Let's watch and see who wins. And now that this is working, we could probably add in. Now that I know it's working properly, start doing some more live streams and just kind of fixing the stuff up too, adding a bit more. And I want to get some special abilities in here, some extra stuff so people can control their character, like maybe build up and use some energy or something. I don't know how it would work, but a couple random ideas kind of bouncing around. All right, we got a couple people knocked out. Sorry, Shattered. I said Shattered. Shadowed Soul Studios is knocked out, and Alex too. And I missed the other names up above. So real quick, while I still got everybody here, interfaces. I asked earlier, but I didn't really get to see the answers. What do you all use them for in your Unity project specifically? Is there something that you like very typically use? I just got a message from life. There's something you typically use interfaces for, or is it just like you use them if they're provided to you? Where do you kind of create them, and where do you go with just creating a component? 'Cause I feel like a lot of the time you end up just making a component instead. Oh, so slow fight here on these paladins. Yeah, code interfaces. The question in there. So let's see, common behavior, different instances. I think use interface for my save system. Don't fully understand it. Okay. Use it to abstract my dependencies. What dependencies do you generally find you're abstracting away? I'm just curious. Are there is it always the same things, or do you find it as like a big variety of stuff? And okay, Conrad treats them kind of the same as components in ECS. So I dislike inheritance, so I use interfaces for some composition. I agree, TJ. I generally dislike inheritance, especially getting beyond like really one level. I mean, one level past mono behaviors, especially beyond that, really starts to bother me. But yeah, I kind of go the same way. But you can also just use components too. So kind of curious where the differences are. And Darth Life Alex said, I recently discovered interfaces from one of the videos. Okay, use them for damage and for interaction systems. Huh. I use them for damage and interaction systems too. I think those are literally the two most common things that I use them for. Use them for systems that need to process different things like data APIs. Okay, I could see that. Any specific data APIs that you can list off, like as an example, where you've got an interface and you're swapping between them and you're actually using the interface to do a switch on the implementation. And let's see, I don't really feel like I need interfaces most of the time. Yeah, I tend to agree. Maybe an abstract class. I didn't most of the time, I should say. I think there are still some times where interfaces come in super handy though. Let's see, Devin said, I have a core assembly that expects multi-user functions, and instead of depending on something like Photon, depend on my interface, that is a class to swap Photon with. Okay, so you're using it kind of as an abstraction layer on top of the thing that you need. And I assume you also have like a whole wrapper there too, though, that's probably wrapping it away, because if you just had an interface, you wouldn't really be able to swap it with any of the other existing systems. You have to do some sort of wrapping there. I guess, what do you swap in there? Like, what's the other version that you swap in, or do you just have like a layer there? Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, wrapper too. Okay, cool. I see the chat now. I just caught up. Tabletop rule sets for APIs. Okay. That definitely makes sense. Huh. Okay, cool. It seems like there's quite a few different uses so far. Yeah, I found that 9 out of 10 times, like the best example I come up with tends to be around damage and interactable types of objects. Although there's some with UI elements, plugins stuff tends to be an area where interfaces or abstract classes can come in pretty handy. Although I found that I think like a lot of you, I don't end up using too many interfaces anymore. And one of the most important things that I've come to live with is that I only need interfaces if I'm actually going to swap out the implementation. If I'm not going to swap out the implementation, it's pretty much always been a waste of time and extra complexity for nothing. You got to actually have a reason and a way to swap out that implementation, if it's from unit tests or swapping something else out. You know. Oh, the model overlaps the hit point bar. Where's that happening? The hit point bar should be rendering in front of the models. I missed it. If you see that again, let me know. I'm not seeing it on this big knight dude. All right, we've got 11 battlers left. Devin said if I could have a direct component references with my serialized interface, I would use it a lot more. Yeah, serialized reference from Unity was like that. Yeah. I wonder if I would use them a lot more. I thought about it, and like there were some scenarios where I feel like I probably would have, but I wonder if in those cases I would have just been overusing interfaces for no reason, like kind of doing something that didn't necessarily need to be an interface. I just realized that my background is no longer in outer space. What the hell is this? That's not acceptable. Let's fix that. Just got to go to YouTube. Okay, apparently it wasn't looping. Okay, that'll work. Much better. Can't look like I'm in a city. I'd just be weird. All right, so got a couple more. Yeah, the TV was just the easiest thing to set up to cover to cover it, and then reusable, so you can use it to show other stuff on there. Oh, we got Joseph versus TJ as the last battle. So Wizard and oh no, we got one more Paladin up there. Lem as well. Let's see who's gonna win. It looks like it's gonna be Paladin versus Paladin. All right, so everybody joining tomorrow, probably remember that Paladins are apparently destroying everybody in this version, so be ready for that. I probably won't get around to changing anything before then. Let's see. Alex says, I'm a game design student. I often wish I chose game programming instead. It's because the main thing I end up doing. Oh, other designers in my class asked me for help with code with them. You know, having a game design or being a game design student and learning game design and then just teaching yourself the code stuff makes sense to me. You can do both of them and be good at both. Yeah, if you find that you're doing a lot of the code stuff and you actually enjoy it, looks like TJ is gonna win. Congrats. Then I would just stick with that. Start spending your time just trying to actually get into it. If you actually like it. And the code side pays a lot more. It's easier to get jobs, and it kind of gives you the power to do whatever you want. You don't have to wait for somebody else to build stuff for you. All right, I think this battle has ended. I'm gonna press play one more time. Just watch it and make sure that everything is still kind of working. Yeah, it's looking good. Cool. And then let's switch over. So take a couple more questions, and then I think I'm gonna get ready to head out for the day. So, anything going on in chat? Well done, TJ. What a legend. Yep, good job, TJ. So I like how Photon uses interfaces for global callbacks like iRoom Observer. Yeah, so that's another thing interfaces sometimes used for that's kind of cool, is doing like event type messaging where you can just implement an interface and there's a thing built in that's actually looking for that and then firing off messages. Kind of like Unity mono behaviors, except they don't have an interface. It's kind of like the scriptable behaviors that they started working on and then I think killed off. But being able to, use it for that is kind of interesting. Although I feel like a lot of the time, if you're doing that, it's because you're like adding in a library or you're adding some extra layer thing that people need to use instead of kind of being the core part of your game. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's the different. Oh, Corvallis asked what made me want to do a live battler. I just wanted to do a giveaway. So I wanted to do giveaways like a year ago and decided to just code up a little live battler. I think I live streamed coding the entire thing. I can't remember. I think it was mostly on a live stream, and it's been a while since I ran it, and I wanted to run it again last week, but I realized it wasn't really up and active. So now it should work, and can use it tomorrow. So it'd be pretty cool. What else we got here? Will you be playing Diablo 4? Maybe if I get time. My problem is I'm still trying to catch up with like 5 other games. Yeah, it's been a struggle to find time and get everything else done. Fishnet versus Photon comparison video. That sounds fun. Actually, I wanted to do an interview with the Fishnet creator again and just talk about it and see where it's at. It's been a little while since I dove into it, but it's an awesome library, so I think it'd be worthwhile. Have you ever considered checking out viewer projects for a video stream and walking them through? Oh yeah, we've actually done that before a couple times where we went through, I've done it myself solo and then done it with the guys from the GameDev show too, and go through the projects and give some feedback. Definitely be interested in doing that again. I don't know when, maybe sometime later this month or early next month. And then it was fun. How could it possibly work? How can it be monetized? Yeah, I don't know. If you're talking about the battler, it works. I don't know what it would be monetized for. And then, yeah, I'll make sure to check my emails. All right, well, I don't see much else. I think it's time for me to go because my throat is sore as hell. And I've got the code kind of figured out now and ready for tomorrow. So if you're going to join me tomorrow, make sure that you queue up the show. I'll get the show queued up before I head out today so you can get it ready, get the reminder, be tomorrow 9 a.m. And also, if you haven't checked out the spring sale, or if you were gonna grab something on it, it ends in, I don't know what is it, a little over 12 hours. So go check that out. I think I dropped a link. There's probably a link in the description. Go check it out, or just go to the Unity site. I would use the link though. All right. I think I'm out of stuff to say, so I will see you all tomorrow. Oh yeah, I do look tired, don't I? Take a nap.